Stalking a monster bull. Monster bull. Look at that whitetail. So I'm doing something that I have never done before. I am scouting for pronghorn. I am having so much fun. I wish I could get this tag every year. I am finding antelope everywhere. And some great bucks like the one I'm looking at right now. He's a tall buck. Wide, pretty good mass, pretty good cutters. I mean, way above Pope and Young. Very cool.
As an Alberta resident, we all understand the excitement that comes with pulling one of the coveted draw tags for the province. Although antelope populations in the southern part of Alberta appear to be abundant, the opportunity to hunt them certainly isn't. In most cases, it's a 10+ year wait time in order to draw a tag, and definitely isn't something you want to do unless you have the time and means to make it worth it. For Jeffrey, his 11-year wait was finally over, and he was the proud holder of an Archery antelope tag. Living right in the heart of antelope country, he was anxious to get out and start figuring out where he wanted to focus his time and hopefully narrow in on a couple larger bucks in the area.
I got this scrap piece of, I guess, plywood from the dump today on my Saturday dump run. And I'm going to cut out a pronghorn that I've traced here, do a little spray painting, and we're gonna see if we can't come up with a pronghorn decoy that's lightweight but sturdy and completely DIY.
Well, there he is. Our very own little pronghorn decoy. One quick trip to the dump and some redneck ingenuity and we've got ourselves a lightweight pronghorn decoy, so I can't wait to put him to the test. Seems like somebody else is building something in the neighborhood. We are in the eye of the storm. Wow! Well, pouring rain, and we've spotted an antelope probably 200 yards off of the road here. So Dan's gonna sit in the Jeep. He's gonna stay warm and dry. I'm gonna throw my doe decoy on and just start walking towards him and see what happens. I think that thunder scared him. They were standing there and it cracked and they jumped. Oh, that was fun.
Got a lot of lessons left to learn, but I'm not even close.
We are doing a family antelope hunt on our way home from Meemaw and Grandpa's. We saw an antelope along the, and it's a good buck. It's a wide buck. It looks like a Pope and Young pronghorn to me, and so there's not going to be a better opportunity. I want my family to come along and experience it as much as possible. And this buck is literally walking towards us with the wind at his back. And so Summer's gonna go with me. I've got the doe decoy here and we're gonna see what happens.
But I know a love like this doesn't come around every day, and I just can't bring myself to give up right now. Not this way, 'cause I love you and I wanna hold you when we're old and gray. Oh, but love like this don't come around, don't come around every day.
Fatal Impact is proudly sponsored by Wood Wheaton Supercenter, Black Widow Innovations, the MD of Bonnyville, Deluxe Wall Tents, Hutto Knives, iHunter, and Wapiti River Outdoors. This segment of Fatal Impact is brought to you by the MD of Bonnyville. Lake adventures happen here. This segment of Fatal Impact is brought to you by Wood Wheaton Supercenter, a proud supporter of our outdoor heritage.
Well, that was our first antelope stalk of the year. And we had the whole family along. It was perfect. He was right there. I had the decoy on the bow. Summer was with me. She was running the camera and holding the decoy. And he wasn't paying any attention to us. We snuck right into 150 yards roughly. And finally, he decides we're close enough. He's going to come check us out. Turns, starts coming in. And the camera died. Just bricked, actually. Panicking, I'm taking the battery out, putting it back in, resetting the camera, starting it up. The last video clip, there's a 2-minute clip and it never even recorded. So he came right in and we couldn't shoot him. Summer tried talking me into shooting him. She wanted me to shoot him. We aren't shooting the first one off camera, so that was a lot of fun. The decoy worked. That worked great, and so off to the next one.
Oh, he's coming back.
Well, that worked almost perfectly, except I used the wrong pin and shot right underneath him. I couldn't get my decoy stuck in. I finally did. Then he turned around and came back. I ranged him 58. I moved my mover pin to 58, which is green, but I had all my fixed pins closed. I drew back and put the green pin on and shot, and I saw it just drop below. I'm like, what? Then I realized
My 50 pin is also green, and I had used the wrong pin. And you know what? I had more time than I realized. I just watched the footage. I had lots of time, and I just straight up blew it. So that gets the heart racing though. It's a ton of fun. So off to the next one, I guess. Well, that was the opposite of quiet.
Don't forget your range finder.
Wow. That was sneaky.
Yield to antelope. That's a good sign.
Staring out over miles of land without it, but wanting to build up walls. With every star, we are born again. Open your heart and spend less time in your head. With every star,
Let's go. Let's get the wind right here.
Fatal Impact is proudly sponsored by Scree Gear, Top Notch Taxidermy Studio, Mad Ramps, Immenso Diving Equipment, Dive R Carbon Fins, and 5-Star Redneck. This segment of Fatal Impact is brought to you by Scree Canada, rugged hunting clothing for Canada's terrain. This segment of Fatal Impact is brought to you by Black Widow Innovations, Canada's top choice for broadheads built for Canadian big game.
I took my time. I couldn't settle. Finally it settled. He was pointed almost towards me. Quartered just a little bit. I shot, but it went right through him.
Yeah.
It hit him up here, popped out the other side, and he took it like a champ.
He's still hanging around like nothing's up.
Like nothing's happened. Just a flesh wound right through the meat of the neck. Oh, that's too bad. This antelope game, I tell you, this is addicting.
I know we say it all the time, but chasing antelope during the rut with your bow and arrow is one of the funnest hunts you can possibly do, but it's also one of the most frustrating. Trying to control your heart rate as a big buck is charging towards you while trying to desperately range how far he is can make for a chaotic few minutes. If you make it that far without getting busted, good luck trying to get a shot off without him ducking and turning away from your arrow. A good friend of mine, Brad Fenson, said it best when I was asking for advice a few years back. He simply told me there are 2 guarantees when chasing antelope with a bow. You're gonna have a ton of fun, but you're gonna need plenty of arrows.
There is probably close to a dozen does and at least one buck in what looks like an old dugout, maybe some water in there, but they're only 250 yards away. So we drove past and stopped the truck where we're out of sight, and now we're gonna basically stalk them like mule deer. I'm bringing the decoy just in case, but with the way they're in that little hill, the wind's right in our face, we should be able to stalk pretty close to them, so that's the plan.
This segment of Fatal Impact is brought to you by Tourism Saskatchewan. Experience the beauty of Saskatchewan for yourself.
Yeah, long buck. Here comes the buck. Slither in there, as Corey would say. They're over there. You see them? If they get behind that hill, I think we grab our stuff and make a run for it. You ready, hon? My mouth is so dry, I don't know if I can talk. Oh, thank you, honey. That's a really nice goat. 11 years in the making. My archery antelope. But boy, he came in perfect. He was with 7 does in this little dugout area. Missy and I were able to circle him, kind of get a little hill between us, snuck up to the edge, and he was right there. They were at like 80 yards roughly. And I had the decoy there, and they weren't sure what to do, and the does were getting a little restless. So I moved the decoy just maybe 5 yards ahead, not even 3 yards ahead. Stuck it in, looked up, and he was coming. He was on a rope, just coming in. That was the last straw. And man, what a great buck he is too. Like way heavier on these bottoms than it looked. because he's got round horns. They aren't oblong, so it's deceiving. Thanks for coming along. It was a long, hot day.
Yeah, but you got him. You did it. That's awesome.
Good filming.
Oh, thanks.
Wow.
Yeah, I lost. They were out about 80 yards, and I had him. And then when he started charging, I lost him. And just right when you said, "Do you have him?" I just looked where your bow was pointed, turned that way, and I had him. I'm like, "Yep, go ahead."
Well, perfect. It worked out.
Yeah.
Oh man,
He's pretty, eh?
he is perfect. I'm glad we don't have all that far to go. Holy.